potentially. You can just let everyone know. Everyone. I tell Instagram too. So probably help if I got my chat back, but such a weird time kind of for me because it's like 11 in the morning, but everywhere else is not a convenient time, but how it is. I do this every time to get this like links to push. That'd be rad. But welcome everyone. So this big pile of foam is my torso. It's actually only 1.5 of the flagging, so you know we're off to a great start. And the little one is just thickness. Bobs on it. God, I wish that wouldn't do that. The next goal is just get a better lap. I need to link to this. Sorted for posted. Wonder does my auto tweet. So, what going on is we'll be building this one. Now I realize that not most. It is the torso of the SPI, so it's not the full torso because there's a piece that comes off here and actually goes down and it's like an ab cover. But this is the paper test. This is roughly the size that it will be, and I'm going because I've traced most of the things. So I've got music on in my ear because I hate working in silence, and I won't be streaming with music on in the background because I like to upload. So if you want backing noise, you're gonna have to unfortunately provide that yourself until I figure out on law breaking doing that because I like to sing, not going to jail. And so I'll give you a proper explanation. On this sheet, this is 7mm EVA foam. That camera is going to annoy me. I'm so sorry. This is all my thin pieces, so it's just like kind of little edge beveling stuff and the neck collar on the thin foam there, and then the main base of the SP is actually to be built on this. It's like 11mm foam, just more than a centimeter, taking up a sheet and a half. I just lift this over my head, the other half a sheet here. Yeah, so basically this has everything else. The main construction. I am great. I'm just hot and a little bit sort of not ready to be streaming again because I just got so out of the hang of doing this like with people around, because obviously I've been working without streaming and I have actually finished some things. I'll just grab them. I've got, this is the shoulder bicep, 1 of 2. I have finished both of them. My SPI armor. Trying to get it on the camera, but I don't. Yeah. So I finished 2 of these. They're pretty much identical mirror images. Right one, as you can see in there. And I've also, this is on a cup because it was easier to paint. Mounted on a cup. This is the gauntlet for for SPI. Again, I've finished both of them. Yeah. So I've actually technically finished the hands. The skull is named Carl. Carl the skull, and it will forever be because it's written in permanent marker on the back of it. I don't know how to use my own camera. I gotta fix him so his eyes light up. Put my crap back. Yeah, so I finished my arms. I'm working on the torso so that I can have most of the upper body done. Do a size test. I do on my wall that you cannot see have my reference sheet just here as like the main image and all that red tape. Where's the red tape? The red tape is here somewhere. Ah. The tiniest little bit of leftover. So we're going to start with, on this one has my front pieces, kind of sort of make it out. These two are the main front pieces, and some of these are the wraparound pieces that tie it to the under the arm. And this one has pretty much most of the back of the, got the main back piece here, over the shoulder straps and back down some stuff here and here. So what I want to do first, I think, put this lot aside and start with the big sheet and just start separating some parts. Probably start with the very, very front. Just trying to catch up. Oh, where's my knife shop? This is a great start to this stream. I'm very sorry. Where is it? There it is. Alright. And I was gonna wear my like cool bananas pajama pants, but then I thought they looked a little too childish and also completely like pajama pants. So I swapped to some plain black pajama pants. You can kind of see it. Main camera. I was gonna have cool bananas, decided it was too. Alright, I'm gonna start by sharpening this. I've got, I don't know if you've noticed, but the audio tech that does this for a living, completely just couldn't figure out earlier and in previous streams how to stop all of the noise in the background. Like, I knew how to do it, I just couldn't work out OBS. So I believe I've kind of sort of fixed it when I go silent so that it wouldn't just be like awkward, annoying MacBook screaming fans. Yeah, there you go. It looks like I've kind of sort of fixed it. New mic is like top of the priority list here, and maybe like a whole new laptop, but we're getting there. We're slowly making the stream better. By slowly, I mean really slow. You can tell by the delay in the two cameras how much my... Sorry for this being loud. Alright, so separating crap. Got a big blank space up in this corner that you kind of can't see, so I'm just going to probably trim off the bare foam. I really want to start with this kind of buried in. Oh, Bella, what's up? Come in here. Don't just yell at me. Come on. The gate's probably going to be... Come on. Come on. Everyone wants to see you. Wow. You sad because everyone went out. Me. And I'm not paying attention. We got things to do. Wanna sit on that pillow over there? Very, very needy. Like a pillow on the floor. that better? Yeah. Staring at me. Alright, we're gonna say that that's good. Why is Nightbot not working? Really weird. Nightbot, come back. Alright. We're like a solid 10 minutes in and I haven't done anything. I'm gonna get there. Welcome! Thank you for following. I'm probably missing lots because for some reason I'm not making them. So maybe my whole stream. I also didn't tweet this. It's just nailed it. Beautiful. Perfect. Amazing. I have no idea what that means. I just like this is gonna be like a super touchy subject with me, but just purely because of the way everyone else is treating it. But recently, what I've been playing the most that I haven't been able to play since is the Anthem beta, and I love that game. And I don't understand what everyone's problem with it is. They just go into it not having played it and already hating it. It's a lot of fun. Oh, there's a big piece of bottle. Flying around is a lot of fun. I also really enjoy the abilities and the gunplay. I think it's a lot of fun. Of course, the beta had 4 things for you to do, and people were like, "It's boring, it's repetitive, there's not enough content," and it's like, well, it's not the full game. Like, clearly, I don't know what you expected. But sort of follow a fun progression. I like the way that the world and the story shaping up and all that sort of stuff. What are they doing? Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. First one. At the moment, I'm working on my SPI torso. So this is most of the front of it and the sides on the sheet of foam. So that's what I'm going to try and get finished, but I'm still kind of figuring what's happening. Everyone that I have seen speaking about the endgame of Anthem said it was. So I obviously can't speak for it. I haven't played it, but it can't be any worse than the Division. So work for me has not been super busy lately, but it was really busy before the end of last year and went on like quite a long day. Yeah. So I've kind of just been taking a break. I think PC had the most problems for Anthem, but I think if you were to play with a console controller on PC, you would probably enjoy it a lot more. I had a really great time playing on it, so I don't know. The brigade has been very, very heavily nerfed. She's still a bit of fun to play, but she's not what she was when I started building her, which was an absolute monster. So I'm just roughly cutting around a lot of the major shapes here. Separate them from the main things, make it easier to work with, but I'm also just kind of trying to dig into this. I have not managed to play Apex yet. It doesn't really appeal to me very much, so yeah, I'd rather like a pure. Oh, look, my sounds are working now. Drop this up so I don't cut. I have one remaining headphone for my headphone. Trying to catch up on it. I know. I also have the same sub badge. I'm not sure what I've done wrong, but I also have the same sub badge. I wasn't aware that I could sub to myself. But if everyone can say huge thank you to Carl, who made the sub badges, all I did was scale them and upload them. It is 100% Carl's doing. In the best way possible. Hello, thank you for following. It is Mark 5B. It's specifically all of the sub badges are helmets from costumes I've made. So there's Chief, there's Kelly, there's my Noble 6, and there's an ODST helmet as well. I'm not sure why we both have Noble 6. Why? But we do. Yes, cool. At least we get to see them. Almost fished out the parts that I could. So these bits on this one, the curvy bits, these are a lot of like the beveling down. The chest basically has like 3 steps down, and they each have like an angled bevel between. So that's what most of this is. Elsewhere there are the others. I don't really know what I've done, how I've separated them, but they're here somewhere. Oh, sorry, Bella. Ah, sorry, phone. Hang on. So I use my cup to maintain the blade sharpness. I actually have a kitchen knife sharpener I use now, but you can 100% use the Where did I put that mug? Back under the thing. Use the bottom exposed ceramic part of a mug. Sharpen your thumb. Bella is here. She's asleep over there. Hang on. We're just gonna do this real quick. Here's the messy room. Alrighty, Bella. Wait. Oh no, hang on, I see. She's staring. She's staring. Okay. Put that back. Hope for the best. I actually can't see half of my. Okay. I don't know why not Nightbot is asleep. I don't know how to make him unasleep. Doesn't work for me either. Okay. So, bottom. Yeah. There. So I kind of have to figure out what angle this needs to be on. Okay. Can't even begin to how much better these foam is, like flat foam. Now I stand by the fact that you can build lots of cool things with it, but this is just like, hey, thank you for stopping by and thank you for your opinion of me. I would beg to differ, but much. Sorry if this is an awkward time. Rambled about that at the start. I fully am aware the majority of my audience is not in the same country or the same time. It does make things a bit difficult. Keep this the correct way. They've definitely been slacking. All I want, actually, while we're on the topic of Overwatch skins, all I want is a damn good skin for Moira. Like, I play Moira so much now. I don't really know when it started happening, but I play a lot of Moira. I really like her playstyle. I'm fairly okay at her, but she just has no good skins. So I'm just sitting on a lot of like in-game gold, waiting to spend it all on skins that probably aren't coming. I'm just keep turning around and looking at the paper model because I'm referencing. Oh, bye Bella. The angles out. Or are you just gonna sit on? Okay. Having a coughing fit in the door. I like the Halloween Moira skin, Blackwatch skin, but I didn't play during the event, so I couldn't get them. And they're still locked for like another year. Annoyed. You okay, cat? Yeah, it's definitely not coming. Why don't you go have some water? What? Yeah, so these were my headphones, right? And they were like a normal pair of headphones, and they definitely had like 2 earbuds coming out of them. But Bella chewed it like the actual. She loves playing with earbuds of headphones for some reason, and I left my headphones on the floor like a dickhead. And Bella came through and like chewed them to pieces, like the two parts of the Apple headphones separated, which is not an easy feat to do. And she chewed all like the mesh grills out of it, and there's just like big teeth marks and holes in it. So I just cut that like non-working headphone off, and now I've got a singular earbud. Very annoying. Alright, so these 3 pieces go together like this. Roughly go together. And that's the next. The pieces that I threw. This one. These bits here get this. I need my thin. Hey, thank you so much for following. Alright, so bit goes in there, that bit goes in there. Obviously, they're not cut out properly, but they go around the armholes, so you kind of start to see. Hey, thank you for following. I feel like if I keep saying thank you to the phone, it'll be. But I kind of like saying thank you. What am I doing? Hey, I'm well, thank you. I turned the aircon on and I have a fan on, so I'm better than I was before, because before I was the complete wrong temperature. Bella has left the room, by the way. She has decided that I'm not good enough to grace her presence. Oh! Is that so? She just like really loudly meowed from the other room. What's up? I think she may have gone to the toilet. Cat, what you doing? Whack myself. So this is the front of the chest. This is going to be the armhole piece. My mic is cutting out sometimes. That will be the noise gate that I've put on. Try and stop. I don't know when it's cutting out. If I turn the gate off, let's see if that fixes it. It just means you are going to have to deal with background noise. My volume is pretty much cranked. I don't know that it can... That's louder, but you're going to have a whole lot more noise. That is definitely the loudest that I can turn it up now. Again, it's going to be I'm using the inbuilt mic on this guy up here. It's so quiet. I don't really know how to fix that. It's probably just a mic thing. It could also be something in my settings. I mean, if I'm not forcing you to listen to music, it means you can put your own on in the background, which I think is nice. So yeah, that will go on there like that, and then go into the armhole. The one time that it becomes apparent on like one of the streams, one time I was listening to music and it was just slightly too loud in the background and the whole video got the audio muted. Like the whole thing, I'm pretty sure. On YouTube I'm talking about. Alright, so we'll cut this other one out while the hot glue gun warms up. It was definitely a hot glue gun we turned on. Is this camera angle better than the last one? Is my other question. I suppose I could turn this round, so like flip it so that it's not upside down. I did not do a good job of cutting that. So I'm working with EVA foam. I generally just export straight from Twitch. The lazy way, lazy. Let me just try and grab this. Let's grab that. Okay, hang on. Let's not grab that. Sorry guys, we're just gonna, oh, not that. This one. Can I flip it? Can I rotate you? Ah. Scary. Nope, that's the scale. I'm just gonna try and put that back. Ah. Ah. Wait, what if I go... Have I done it? Does that mean it... We're gonna try something. I've done it. I don't... The whole thing is now mirrored though, which is not quite what I wanted. If I go this way. That's accurate. Okay, we got there. We did it. We've done it. Let's crank that. And grab this one. Unlock it. Put me over there. There we go. Grab the chat. Put the chat over there. Is this better or worse? Am I making things worse? There we go. Alright. We are now seeing what I'm seeing. So this is a good start. I just feel like it's awkward now. My face. Let's put me up there. How about that? With the chat. Chat. Kind of needs to be not on something white. It's probably not something I should just be doing right now. Have I got a color source? Give me this. Alright. I'll put you. Why did it? No, you grabbed the wrong thing. Grab that. Alright. This. Ah! This chat. This is just becoming the most complicated thing ever. So. Pop that there. Grab the chat again. Alright, hang on. We're getting there. I'll stop in a second. No, don't do that. Why are you gonna be like that? Alright, we're gonna move this. There we go. And where are my alerts? Where are they? Does someone want to give me an alert? If I say, oh no, hang on, I got it. I grabbed it. We got it, we're fine. There we go. Alright. Back in business. Let's just fix this camera slightly more. and making it worse. Perfect. Is that a good spot for that? Or should we put it... Should probably put it here. Wouldn't it be good if I had any idea what I was doing? Let's go. What's up, Bella? Okay. I feel like this is better, but like totally way more awkward now. Alright, we're gonna try that. Try it, we'll see how we go. Try it before I buy it. Let me know what you think. I don't have my chat up, so I've like missed everything. Give me that pop-up. Oh no. Where are my alerts gone? What's up, Bella? What? Come here. Alright, sorry. Now I should have alerts in that space. Should. Maybe? Where are my alerts? There. Okay. We got it. We're kind of sort of working. Thank you very much. I like the shirt. I don't know when it made it out of my like regular rotation of t-shirts that I wear every day and into my rotation of t-shirts that I wear when I'm building, but it has, and I'm kind of really terrified of... Bella! For God's sake! Hang on, I have to address this cat. What? Come here! Come here! You're not going outside! She's just standing at the back door, like screaming, waiting to be let out. Use your legs, dummy. Is this good? You like this? Welcome to the cat just standing. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're ruining my stream. I've got nothing done because I just keep messing around, huh? If you fall off this cupboard, everyone's gonna see it and laugh. Uh-huh, they're gonna laugh. And it wouldn't be the first time you fell off this cupboard, would it? This is now the Bella stream. Can you not stand on that though? That'd be awesome. That's hot. Alright. Come on. No more screaming, okay? Yes? No more. Just sit on your cushion. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, there we go. Now. Okay, so you're gonna leave the room and scream at the back door again, aren't you? 100% gonna stand at the back door and scream. Cool, so now we've got our follow things in a rad spot. Awesome. Sorry for this like disaster of a stream. Most of my streams end up this way. I'm not going to lie to you. If you're new here, this is 100% what to expect at all times. It's just disasters. Oh. What is this clip? Bella, I'm not letting you outside. It's not happening. We're actually finally gonna get something made. It's only been 45 minutes. And we've cut 5 things out of foam. Alright. So now that there's cat hair all over everything, I think we're good to go. For everyone who's new or does not know, everything is assembled out of EVA foam and hot glue. And do it a bit like this. There we go. I don't know which Chris dude we are referring to. Also, yeah, 100%. The fact that Laura's account was taken down is the absolute, like, worst thing that I've seen, like, come up on my Facebook. It's like Instagram is just like, Instagram has no support, right? Like, there is not like a support team. If you have an issue, it's kind of like tough luck, too bad, they don't care. And if you also like need to appeal something, you can't, because you just get like automated response after automated response and never like actually get to speak to someone at support. Like, I've had times when I've been trying to report people for literally like stealing and reposting and claiming credit for my content on Instagram, but you actually can't do that. Like, you cannot say, hey, this image is mine, because it just takes you to like a frequently asked questions page. It's really, really frustrating to use as a social media platform quite a lot of the time. And the fact, like, her account got taken down, she wasn't notified, she just tried to log in and couldn't log in. And she can't appeal it because, like, there is no one to appeal to, because no one responds. You just get automated responses and stuff. So it is really, really, really upsetting to see a creator that, like, you know, such a great creator, such a big creator, kind of just get it taken down for no reason. Like, her content wasn't against guidelines, like, at all. Like, it's a bit... It feels like they're targeting smaller accounts, because, like, by all means, Jessica Negri's account should have been taken down way before Laura's account was taken down, just based on content, like 100%. But they won't touch Negri because she's too big. But they'll go after like the under 500k people, like, all of the time. Sort of once you hit 25k or above, you'll definitely be on their radar. They don't really care if you're smaller than that. But if you're like under 500k, definitely you're at risk of the system just like taking you down and not being able to take it back. And I'm a little bit worried it's going to happen to me at some point. Not because, like, I don't do lewd content or anything like that, but I'm a bit worried that they might see, like, because I do sorry, burp slash hiccup, because I do like military-esque, like sci-fi, like guns and weapons and violent stuff, that they might say that I'm, by posing with a gun in a photo, I'm, you know, breaking terms and conditions or something, and just decide to take my account down, and then I like pretty much I lose my entire, like, my body of work and my like examples, and I lose most of you guys too. Like, there's a lot of you that don't watch my streams. There's a lot of you that don't follow me on Twitter, like especially on Twitter. I have 1,000 Twitter followers. I have 10,000 on Facebook. Like, it doesn't transfer across, like, and it's hard to convince people to come across like cross-platform. And people also don't have other platforms, so it's a bit scary to think of. Like, it's not gonna hurt me because this isn't what's paying my bills, but it'd be really upsetting to lose like such a supporting community in a way. Alright, so here we go. This is what we got. I don't know where any of my cameras are anymore. There we go. We're getting there. So I'm probably going to fill in this top piece and then look at working down. We'll see. Pop you there. And go to my thin sheet, because this here is the stuff that I want. So a lot of like cosplay foam supply companies actually recommend that you use like a thinner, like 7mm thick foam armor, but I'm kind of really not about like building your main construction of foam armor out of this. I find it is slightly too flexible, regardless of the thickness that you get, to kind of really have it be like rugged armor, I guess. So that's why I use a majority of the thicker stuff, which is generally recommended for like big swords and big props and stuff, but I would rather make my full like bulky set of armor out of bulky foam. Like, rather than give the illusion that it's like thick and bulky, I'd rather just have it thick and bulky because it's gonna last longer. I think it's the only reason my first ever costume is still kicking. It's definitely very much had it, like it's very much past its prime, but like it's totally usable. And that I don't think would be the case if it was thinner. It definitely would have torn. Basically, anyway, my rant before was, if you don't follow me on my other social medias, you should consider doing that in case the Instagram gods come down and smite me. Just as like a backup plan. Oh, Bella. She's now crying at the back door because no one's going to let her outside in the heat. I find Discord is really good, but it's definitely way harder to like to push things on a mass level. Like it's so easy to have like smaller groups, but once you get like a large group, it becomes very, very hard. Like you can't post and have comments on it. It's a discussion thread. I still have not touched Life is Strange 2. I have it, I own it, I bought it. It's all downloaded and updated. I just haven't sat down to do it. And I am thinking of streaming it. I'm just waiting for like the right time. Like for me to have the time, and then for also it to be like a globally good time. Also, it's taking like all of my willpower to continue building this costume. Not because I don't want to do it, because I am so excited to do it, but because there's already like a list of a million other things that I want to be building. And I just like want to do all the things. So I have behind me, I ordered last year an undersuit for a costume, and I thought the undersuit was going to take like a solid amount of time to turn up, and it turned up like a month earlier than I thought it was going to. So then I got sucked into the rabbit hole of just doing a couple of things on that, like getting all my unfolds and my scaling sorted on that, which is why this is still sort of where it is. I could have been a lot further along on the SPI, but I started my Halo 3 Marine. What are you doing, Bella? Please don't eat the door. So I've actually like scaled and even done like a size paper test for my Marine shoulder. You can see there it is. All because the undersuit turned up earlier than I thought it was going to. Bella! Come in here and sit down. Standing in the doorway, so angry. Bella, it's not happening. It's not happening. Hello, hello. It is nice to be streaming again. I have missed it. it's so hard to like commit to something when you're so excited to do everything, if that makes sense. Like, I still haven't finished my Lara Croft that I started in 2013. And it's so close to being finished. Like, it's behind, it's right there. Like, it's mostly weathered. There's just like a couple of things left to do. And I just keep starting doing other things. And it's been that way for years. Like, literally since 2013. I just get sidetracked and sidetracked and sidetracked. Like, the only real last things for me to do is sort out the quiver and the belt strapping, as well as like a little bit more weathering, and it's done. Like, it's so close to being done, and I just keep doing other things. Like my ODST build, I stopped that halfway through, built my entire Noble 6 suit, and then came back to the ODST. Like, it literally stopped halfway through. I had like all of the legs done, and I had all of the scaling done for the rest of the suit, and it was just like, build it. And I was like, no, how about I build another suit? And it's not a lack of motivation, it's like too much motivation to do other things. Like, I will get back to my Lara Croft, but there's just like lots of other little things that crop up in between that I'm like, oh man, I really want to do that as well while this person is doing it. Cool. Okay. Beautiful. So, let's do let's do these bits. That is, let's do, that's Instagram, and it's not even Instagram. Let's put some music on, because my music finished. So the next bit I'm going to do is like the next step down from here. So I'm going to do the bevel, and then the next flat bit, because it's like a tapered thing. Tapered's not even the word that I want. Can we play the music? What if I take you off the Wi-Fi? No? No music? Or just specifically not that artist? It's just specifically not that artist. Try that again. So we want this piece that's in the middle, which is kind of annoying because it's not the piece that I wanted to fish out. Nailed it. Let's tuck that back in my waistband. So I reckon we can probably cut this off here at an angle. A genius idea. let me hear this genius idea. It's actually, I've got a genius idea of my own, and it's sharpen my blade. How do I link my Spotify with Discord? And do I need to be listening to it on... I'll look into it. But that just also means you'll have to listen to my terrible taste in music. I'm gonna need the back piece like very shortly because everything starts like joining. I will look into linking it in 2 seconds. I'm gonna guess it requires me knowing my Spotify password, which I definitely don't. Which definitely isn't also a good thing. Alright, so this goes in here. Just gotta make these markings because I'm gonna have to cut little bevelly things very shortly. I did indeed hear about the Halo Outpost discovery. It's not announced that that Australia will be getting it anytime soon, like at all this year. It was just all US announced dates. But I'm kind of really hoping that if they do bring it over here, that A, it's soon, and B, that they invite me to just come and wear my costume the entire time, because that's realistically what I want to do. So if Microsoft is listening, or 343 is listening, please bring it to Australia, and please invite me to come and wear my costume. Or fly me to the US so that I can come and wear my costume. Any of the above. I will take anything. I was also like looking at my car the other day and like talking to a bunch of people, and I was like, you know, if I had lots of money, I would buy like another one of my car, like another Ford or Jeep Wrangler, and I would just like hack one of them up and turn it into an actual warthog. Like that is the dream. Like 100%. Let me have lots of money so that I can just build a real life warthog. Ow. What do you mean, like a warthog build is not interested in a shoot with cosplayers? Like, that would be like the most exciting thing ever. Why would you not want that? Also, like, internally I'm like laughing and also crying on the inside, because I know that trying to build and get like ADR approval for like a registered warthog in Australia is going to be like the worst thing possible. They'll be like, no, sorry, you can't drive that on the road because it hasn't done all of these crazy ass crash tests. And then I will cry. Maybe that might be like the only way to get him to do it, is just be like, yo, I'll build you a marine suit and then we do shoot in Warthog. Like, obviously you like Halo if you've built a Warthog. Like, why would you not? It's just, that's mind-blowing. Why would you not want to do a shoot in it? We gotta, I tried to make a Store Envy account, but for some reason it just keeps giving me errors, and I, like, just, like, I can't find another site to make the merch. Like, I want to, like, not have to deal with physically making shirts myself and shipping orders from Australia, because it's just going to make everything the most difficult thing in the world to do. He probably does leave his action figures in the box. Which I guess there's nothing wrong with, but like I'd rather get mine out and like display them in sick poses. Is that a dig at someone? Is that a very specific dig at someone? It feels like a very specific dig at a certain someone. Yeah, I just wasn't sure because there is someone that uses that tag on everything that they post because they constantly, like, obviously they're a merch collector and they post lots of photos of their merch and it's always captioned with hashtag hunt the merch. But I also have no idea if that guy keeps his action figures in the box. So, I don't know. I also don't know if he collects action figures. I've just seen like clothing and weird stuff like that so far. Right, we're gonna stop and see if I can link my Spotify real quick on my phone. I might not be able to. I don't know how to use Discord. Connections. Well, I linked lots of things. And oh, there it is. That is how you do it. I can press the button as much as I want and it's not doing anything. Let me have it. Catch me not knowing my own password. Oh no. Why can't you just log in? Aha. You previously logged into Spotify with Facebook. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Hey, how about that? You can now listen to what I'm listening to. If you're in the Discord. That's if it's working. Yeah, I wouldn't bother displaying clothing merch. I would just wear it. Like, display it, but on your body. Ah, excuse you. What are you doing? There's plenty good enough, thank you. I think I killed my Discord. Nope, we got there. Cool. Alright, I missed this one. And then I suppose I would have grabbed the back piece because it wants to join now. But I'm not really sure how I should go about that. I haven't done, but I am keeping up on progress on Instagram stories and stuff like that. And I was really freaking upset to see that she had a painting malfunction yesterday. And I've had the exact same thing happen to me on Brigitte's hammer. And I was like, oh man, I am so sorry. Because like she's put so much time into that costume and it looks amazing, and for something to like happen like that would be like so disheartening. Like not even disheartening, but like she's like so close to finishing and like her deadline is coming up and it's like, I'm so sorry. I just sent her a big message and I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. When it happened to me on the hammer, I literally, it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something. I went back to bed. Like I went and I got in my bed and I stayed in bed like until the next day. Like that was it. Game over. And then I fixed it the next day. But like, oh, the secondhand pain I felt was insane. As long as no one ever looks at the inside of my props, they kind of look okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to readjust this side. We also need more glue. More glue! I haven't glued my hand to anything yet. It's probably coming up real soon. Yeah, so this was what I was rambling on about earlier with the different step downs. I mean, I don't think after remaking an ODST helmet 3 times I would be numb to it, because like I would still be experiencing the fresh pain of, oh god, I have to rebuild the helmet, which is always one of the more difficult parts to build. And also I'm just like kind of a drama queen. when things go wrong. So I'd probably just run around the house crying. Come here. Sit there. Mind your own business. Loose stuff out of there. Let's reinforce the back of this. Probably a good idea. I feel like the fact that you like painted every other helmet just adds like a new layer of like pain to me. You should like 100% sell the helmets and recoup some of the pain and the loss in money. And I'm sure someone out there would like to have them. Alright. Let's just throw this on me real quick. It's too many spindly little bits. And it's too dark. Hang on. We're gonna... Is that helping? Not really. Doesn't really help. Everything is terrible. We need to build under the armpit and the back, which I believe I need these two. And this. So let's put them away then. Ah! There. So there's the other half of the foam. And then that one, that one. Pretty much everything but this. So, right, left, to your right, left. And then that makes this right, left. Cool. Cool. Is my head in the way? I feel like it might be. What I would love is like a desk that's like the right height to stand at. So I don't have to stoop. Like if it was here, that'd be perfect. So what time is it everywhere that everyone is watching? What time zones have we got going on? For me, it is 12:30 p.m. So it's like lunchtime, like middle of the day. It's probably hot outside. My head's cut off. So a lot of different time zones. The worst one would be Techno's time zone at like way too late at night. I hope you don't have anything on tomorrow, considering it's like midweek. That's a big mood. But hopefully you find a job in the field that you studied pretty quickly as well, because money is nice. KV. I have a lot of fun with my job, and I know it, and like there's nothing that I dislike about it, so to say. Pretty sure the only thing that I could complain about would be my current job's like time consuming, very long shifts. It depends on the job and all that. It's enjoyable. I like doing it. But if something more fitting, like if something came along that was better for me, definitely I would pursue that. It's pretty difficult now, I feel, to become like, I guess to become like very well known and well paid in the cosplay industry. I feel like that's a not so much like dying, but a dying job form, because there are like pretty much so many people out there that do stuff that it's like hard to become like the next big name, like the next Jessica Negri, for like lack of better example, the next Kamui cosplay. For like punished props and that sort of stuff. I did see an ad come up the other day, like a design studio, not so much a design studio, but like a prop studio sort of thing, was looking to hire people in the cosplay community, but I don't have like enough well-rounded skills. Like, yeah, I can work with foam, and yeah, I can kind of sew, but like I haven't got a body of work that's big enough, sort of thing. So I didn't apply. I just was like, meh. Like I can work with foam, and I can sort of sew, and I can sculpt, and I can use all of those skills. I just am not as well-rounded and as polished as I imagine they would be looking for as a professional studio. Like, I am at my core a hobbyist who builds things that I want to build for myself. Like, I barely do commissions. Yeah. It's kind of the way I want to earn money, is just different to the formula for making good money. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the little Twitch family we got going on. I wish Nightbot would wake up so that I could pet Bella. I think if I were to like pursue this properly as like a fully fledged like career type thing, I'd like to have like a partner to build things with, because then I'd be able to tackle like bigger costumes if I had like another person that I was working with, sort of thing. And I'd also love like a dedicated space to do it, rather than like taking over a whole room in my house. It's like indoors and I can't paint in here and all that sort of stuff. See, I got an award at the first ever like award show of that. Like that was the first ever show that has put on. I had 2 news article things written about me and that sort of stuff, and I don't really know how to go about, like, this is a fault of mine and not wanting to come off like pushy and like all that sort of stuff. I don't really know personally how to go out and like beg people for things. Like, I'm still not a sponsored cosplayer. Like, I still buy all of my materials myself with the help of you guys on Patreon and that sort of stuff, but like, I'm not a sponsored cosplayer. I don't I don't get my materials for free. I got some free materials from the Hero Studio because they made a small mistake on my order and were kind enough to let me keep some of the material, like to let me keep the wrong stuff that they sent me. But like, that's about as far as it goes. Yeah, and I like, it's hard because I don't want to seem like I feel entitled by asking for things. And then also, like, no one has contacted me. Like, no one's gone out of their way to contact me. So, yeah. I'm gonna butcher that. Is it Sokha19? Thank you so much for subscribing. I believe you get a, I don't remember which one. I believe it might be a little Master Chief emblem in chat now. But I cannot thank you enough for the subscription. How am I gonna do this? We are 100% on the same level. And I say that because look at all the sick ass things that you've designed. Ow, I just stabbed myself. Like the sub badges. So you're saying the trick is to build a giant Reinhardt? But how come no one sponsored my Brigitte build? I made half of that costume using Kmart floor mats. I would have loved a sponsor. Honest to God, if someone sponsored me, like, I would make a javelin from Anthem, like stilts and everything. I'll do the Colossus as well, like, fully. And I've still not, like, been invited to guest at a con. That's something that still hasn't happened. Not even at my local con. Like, literally the one down the road. I have judged one cosplay competition for Wollongong Uni's cosplay club, but technically it's not like a con cosplay competition. It was just like a little thing for their game night that they do. So it's like, it's not the end of the world. It's fine. Like, I don't mind not doing those things, but it would be really cool opportunities to do all of those things. I really want to build the Ranger Javelin or the Storm Javelin. Like, I love both of those classes so much, and I can't tell which one that I'm gonna play the most because they're just so much fun. Like literally when Anthem comes out, that's it. Like everything is over. I'm gonna have to stream Anthem because like I love it so much, and you're all gonna have to just deal with that and love it as well. So there's my armhole, kind of sort of joined up. Am I on the screen? There we go. So that's where that dingly dangly boy that goes. Where'd it go? It goes to there somewhere. And then there's like another piece that goes in there. So it's quite a small armhole. And then this is attached to the back piece, so that will all tie in nicely. So I'm gonna build the other one of these. Did I just see that? Thank you very much for subscribing. You get the Kelly badge, hell yeah. Now we're starting to see the wonderful, wonderful badges that Carl made. Thank you very much for subbing. That helps me out heaps. It's like a solid amount of hot glue. So my ODST vest goes on like a shirt, and I also nearly destroy mine every time, especially because my undersuit has like those big military patch, like Velcro patches pocket things on the shoulders because it is a military uniform. It's got, yeah, the big Velcro, big rigid things. Every time I try and slide it off, that will get stuck. And so I need like a second person to tuck my shirt in under the thing, and then I have to like contortion my way out of it. So when I do my marine chest, I'm gonna have like actual strapping, and it'll be like a still a pullover like a shirt, but it'll like buckle up at the side so that like I can get my arms in and out through like a gap rather than try and like squeeze in. And hopefully that's the plan for this as well. I'm like, fingers crossed I can get some kind of like strap up here or like down there or something that's just gonna make it like slightly easy to get in. I won't know until it's all assembled and like how I'm gonna be able to contortion my way into it, but yeah, I'm starting to be like, I cannot squeeze into a costume if the undersuit is like not gonna work with that. And I also don't know what I'm gonna do with the undersuit for the SPI as well, because it's got like, I'm working off Tekka Crow's reimagining, and it's got like all these like weird, cool, like 2B, like 3D details on the undersuit, and I feel like it'd be missing like those if I didn't put it in. Like it'd be very vital. So I don't know how this is gonna work out, but we're gonna just try and build all the hard parts and then get to that when we get to it. Caminus Prime's chest buckles under the armpit, or velcros under the armpit, and it seems to pop quite a bit because if you like stretch or like breathe out too much or something, it does pull apart. So you'd have to use like proper buckles or something rather than just Velcro strips. And also in doing that, I was very worried that I would cause it to crease along the top of the shoulders, like by letting it flex there, it'd crease, and I didn't want that. That's alright. The first like 45 minutes of the stream was not a lot happening. Plus, fitness is important. What part of the costume is this? Angled this way. I did not do this on the other side. So rest in peace. Give me 2 seconds. I'm back. I just need to re-get my chat. Yeah, it's because I'm running on a early 2011 MacBook Pro. Like it's got upgraded RAM, but that's about it. It overheats. It's not very good. My main camera here, the big one that's not doing anything, sometimes it's in sync, sometimes it's not. It just really depends on how much my laptop is struggling. It's very annoying. And basically, I just need a whole new laptop. It'd probably do better if I wasn't trying to use multiple cameras as well. But I figured it might be nice rather than just looking at my hands to also be able to see my face, which is probably my face is causing the lag or something. I don't know. It's my fault for using an 8-year-old laptop to stream on. I've not played Apex yet. It's kind of not really my thing. But I will eventually give it a go. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if my MacBook just fully died. 100% just cocked it midstream. I've also noticed that I don't. Oh no, they are coming through. It didn't make the little sub badges with transparent backgrounds, so they are just little white squares. Which you can notice on the black background on the stream, but it should be okay in chat unless you're in nighttime mode. But I will have to go back and fix that. That was just me being lazy, honestly. I haven't streamed games yet, but I am looking at doing it very soon. So far it's just been cosplay making stuff, but I will get to the games. we'll get there. My gaming setup is just in a room at the other end of the house from the internet, from the Wi-Fi, so the quality might not be great. And also I live in Australia, so the internet's just terrible the whole time. It was actually difficult to fit into the ODST arcade game. Not so much because the arcade game was like I'm small, like I fitted in the arcade game. Even in a full suit of armor, because you have to let big people sit in arcade games, like long, tall, like dudes sit in arcade games. But the problem was the way that I built my ODST shins meant that my legs didn't really bend. Like I couldn't achieve a 90-degree not I couldn't achieve a right angle bend with my legs. Like my ODST legs like bend like that much. Like they don't go a full seated position. So I was sitting there with like my legs kicked out, and like I'd have to like it's just like there is no real movement at the ankle, and my knee bend is quite limited. So it was difficult in that sense. Alright, back piece. Where am I going to put this? Yeah, I still need to make my ODST backpack, but I also want to make it detachable. So I'm getting there. But I moved on to other projects, so... Yeah, I haven't done a midnight release since Master Chief Collection, I want to say. Oh, let's not do that again. Oh, just everything's going downhill. I'm starting to throw knives at myself. Hit my laptop with the hot glue gun. I'm not sure. I've probably missed it. That's much better. Yeah, this table is made through a lot of costumes. It's definitely time for a new one, but again, that's a money thing. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm jealous. I don't know how this slipped by me. Honestly, if I had the money and like the space, I would have like fully like for my Kelly rebuild, I would love a fully like custom undersuit. Yeah, I wish I could buy things, but I am so small compared to like adult males that nothing works. As a very thin 5'5" woman, I struggle with like the universal fit, sort of like Halo stuff that people make. Like everyone's cast helmets, I think they're amazing, and I'd love to buy them and like support other people's like amazing casting work. Um, but like I always look like a bobblehead because I am so small that like these things that are designed for like adult males just don't work for me. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. Definitely expect to see more streams. Not like what happened over Christmas and before Christmas when work got really busy. I'll just have to like try and stream the gaming that I do so that I am like, because I'm not always making cosplay, and when I do it I'm not always doing it at convenient times, or I don't necessarily want to be on camera. So maybe I just have to like fully start streaming just like when I play games and stuff. I really want to do Mira, but I can't start another thing. I just can't do it. I feel like I so want to. So I said, like, I wish I had lots of money, because if I had lots of money I could just do this like constantly and like not have to go to work and afford all of the cosplay supplies and just make cosplay after cosplay after cosplay. That'd be rad. I'd love to do that. At the moment I've run out of photos to post on my Instagram, because I haven't got any progress photos, because I haven't made any progress, and I also don't have any more photos of any of my costumes that I haven't already posted. So everything is a bit of a struggle street at the moment. I also like don't have heaps of money to pay a cosplay photographer to take photos of my cosplays. Just like all of my problems would be solved if I was rich. It's like, that's the tea. While I'm here, I may as well do this piece. I definitely feel like I need to branch out from Halo cosplays very soon, or I'm going to bookend myself like big time. And I don't want to just do Halo costumes ever and only ever like appeal to people that like Halo costumes. Oh no. How does this? Oh, okay. To be honest, I don't even really play Halo anymore. I love the universe and I love the designs, but like Halo 5 just wasn't what I wanted from Halo, and I'm hoping Infinite like revives my like love to play Halo. But like I haven't been seriously into like playing Halo since like Halo Reach and Halo 4. Like that was it for me. So we should be able to join these sort of now. I really want to do a. If you remember back before they changed Gates's 6.4 like multiplayer 6.4 model. What are words? If you remember back in the multiplayer of Titanfall 2, before like Gates in the campaign had a different body model to the model that she was used to display on the faction screen, which was basically just like a reskinned Jack like model. So I really want to do that like reskinned one, not the actual in-game one, if that makes sense. Like her actual model is now like a pulse blade pilot or something along those lines. But I want to make the reskinned one. What was I doing? Putting this to this, I believe. Right, this is gonna be a bit of a nightmare. I've glued myself to this, by the way. It's finally happened. Is that on the camera? All the time. All the time I have problems with the fact that this is designed for generally male body types. A lot of the time it just means readapting. Like this SPI armor is built for a male, like it was modeled for a male, 100%. So I basically just have to work out the scale on me and then make adjustments once it's built to make it fit and make it look slightly more feminine. I had to do it with my ODST torso. I scaled the correct height, but then it was like too deep and too wide, so I took like little wedges out of the side and stuff until it fit a bit better. It's like a recurring problem. I find the problems with the Spartans is not that their torsos are small, it's that their legs are an extra, like they have heroic body proportions. Their legs, instead of being sort of the same as like their torso in equivalence, they are like an extra head taller, but they're only taller in their legs for some reason. It's to do with like a heroic silhouette. And I find it very annoying because I have kind of just regular short little legs. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the disaster of my Twitch stream. Thank you for thinking that it was good enough to hang around for. Oh, I just tried to glue my hot glue gun to it. This is 2.5 hours worth of work so far. And like the first 45 minutes we cut out 3 pieces, so we're doing pretty well. So let's do this piece first. I'm just doing it, I'm going to build the whole thing first, and then see how easy it is to slip on and off, because if I don't have to put a join or a cut in it, I'm not going to. But if I can't slip it on and off easy enough, once it's all sort of built out, I will put a join in. There is a spot for a join here on the original design. but not on these lower pieces, which is a bit why I don't want to do it, is because there's only really a seam here and not here. So I'm gonna like build it this way first, and then if I can't do it, not worry about that sort of accuracy there, and I will put a cut down the side and have it all buckle together. The biggest cosplay I've ever made is my Brigitte cosplay. Just like the torso and the backpack are huge, and I am on like ridiculous heels to get more height out of it. Like the torso is so big it could fit like my Halo torsos inside it. Like I could definitely wear the chest piece of Brigitte over the top of this SPI chest that I'm building. 100%. It's getting a bit awkward to like keep in frame. Once I get this this section glued down, I might actually just, for a laugh, go and put this in the Brigitte chest piece behind me. What's my dumbass thing? The right thing? The right thing. Okay. Not a dumbass. Actually, let's just do it right now. Can we see it? Maybe not. I don't think I can get it through like the waist hole, but like there's a comparison. Yeah, it's not gonna fit through the hole, but it's definitely huge. Like, it's a big boy. I'm not actually gonna put it on, but She's big. Well, definitely is no RTX in Australia anymore, so I think my SPI is going to be my Sydney Supernova costume. So it's not until a while away, but I want to get other things done in the interim, like have 1 or 2 new costumes for Sydney Supernova. I'm just holding this while I glue it real quick. How do we come back to me more? Alright, thank you so much for hanging out for so long, especially because it is so late at night. And thank you for subbing. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and that I'll catch you in my next stream. Now. Okay, so there's the base sort of, let's do it on the big camera, shall we? There's still another like step down and like stuff to go in the armholes, but that's sort of the base dimensions and shape going on. I wouldn't even say that we're halfway there yet. So this piece is going to go in here. We're going to get there very slowly, but we're going to get there. I kind of really don't want to stop streaming until this is done. I kind of don't think I can finish the whole thing. And I also am getting really hungry. It's now 1:30. What are you building at the moment? I also don't... This is weird. I hate pronouncing like people's handles and like stuff like to people, because what if I'm pronouncing it weird and like I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I definitely say smells. Like I get that that's probably not what it's supposed to be, but like every time I refer to you or think about you in my head, it smells, and I like, is that correct? Am I correct? Am I butchering it? That's that's exactly it. I've nailed it. Okay. It stresses me out. Like I'm so bad with like names, and I hate getting someone's name wrong, because like that's their identity, and you don't want to get that wrong. So what are you building at the I mean, you could be Amberclad Smelms, then people still know who you are. It's super hard, because you have to say it like with the voice, and if people just are like Carl, it doesn't work. It has to be Carl. That kills people. Still ODST? And more guts. I really want to do a Goblin Slayer. Like, the more that I look at the armor, I'm like, oh, I want to. But, like, my list of things that I'm supposed to be building is already insanely long. And, like, the list of things that are still in progress is also insanely long. Ah. Ah. We're getting there. There's definitely, I've seen files out there for Goblin Slayer. It's just like so many projects, so little money, so little space is also a big one. No, don't pull off of there. Throughout your chief? What do you mean throughout? You could have sold it, like 100%. Was that not like a permitted term? I'm confused. That is really late. You probably should go to bed. Thank you so much for watching though if you do go to bed. It's been actually really, really good hanging out with people again while building. It's starting to look a bit better. Oh, it's gone the wrong way. Too far. There we go. Is that on the screen? I just like having I just enjoy having a dialogue. Have you thought about streaming, Smiles? Like, if no one else is streaming, have you thought about / do you? Because like, what? I don't know. I just am not the most observant person on social media. How so? Ah, leaving to contact cement. Totally fair enough. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I was just using like all I've done for this stream is buy the camera, the one camera, and it was like $100. Because I already had like a little laptop. It's not great, but it's a little laptop. And that's why my audio sucks and all that. Eventually I will spend more money and I'll get some proper lights and I'll get a mic and all that sort of stuff. But at the moment I'm like trying to produce the costumes. I'm just using like one of the little Logitech things. You could always like try and co-stream or something. I don't really know how that works. This is my Halo SPI, so it's not a game costume, but it is definitely a Halo costume. I just noticed I haven't updated the stream description. I meant to do that. I didn't do it. Yeah, it's SPI armor. So, yeah. Don't know where I went with my sword. As you can see, that's sort of my size. That's what the hole's looking like at the moment. There's got to be a neck piece as well, which is a bit worrying because, like, that's pretty much already my neck. Like my head. So I might need like a detachable neck piece. Which is annoying. Where'd that bit of sandpaper go? I think I might meet this up and then look at doing the third bit at the bottom and then address the neck sealy stuff and the last of the armholes. I'm getting there though. Alright, thank you for hanging out, Smalls, and I'll catch you again probably in my next stream, depends what time I do it at. bit's gone. Yeah. Oh man, for those of you not in the Discord, I wish you could see how this camera up top is mounted. It's literally, there's like a picture hook in the wall, and it's kind of just hanging on there. Here we go. So, that's the camera. Oh, where are we? This way. What if I do it on this camera, the bigger one? It's like upside down stuff. But the camera's like hanging half off the picture hook and like propped out with a bit of foam, and it's just kind of magically dangling there, and it's a bit scary. But it's working. Kind of. Basically like the halfway point between Spartan armor and ODST armor. I don't have a PO box. I did look into getting one, and then didn't get one. Also, if I had a PO box, like, I don't know what people would want to send me. Like, think about it. There we go. I got it. Oh, so I should get a PO box. I'll have another look into how much they are. It would be very handy to have a PO box. Oh, I did it the wrong way around because I'm an idiot. At the moment, I've just got some like just really chill stuff on, like not really any lyrics, just mostly just like a chill vibe, like sort of like electronica, but like super chill. Because I just want like a little bit of stimulation, but I don't want to be not focusing enough on what I'm doing. Oh, we're very much past the 3-hour mark. It's 2:10. I'll probably get this bottom ring sorted and go and get some food. Yeah, so I'll probably take like a half-hour break as soon as I'm done this like sort of section. What a weird noise. I'm definitely gonna go forward with merch. I just need to like find a site that's gonna host it. Like I said a little bit earlier, is I've tried like on and on and on and on and on to make a store envy site, but every time I get like past the like okay sign up log in, it gives me an error screen and there's like no way for me to make a store envy store. And like if I go with like Redbubble or something like that, they're gonna take like too much of a percentage away from me in a way. Like I'd be making like not a lot of money doing it through them. So I just gotta find the right site to host merch. Starting to feel like a new need to. I haven't actually looked at TeePublic. I completely forgot that existed. I'm definitely gonna have to look at that after the stream. I can just see like my camera doing completely not what I'm doing in the background. Soon is all I can say. I'll try and get it set up as soon as possible. I will look into T Republic or T Public even. I don't know if it is Republic. I also want to make sure like the quality of stuff is good. Out of glue. Yeah, the two spider suits that I want are like 500 US each, so they're like 600-700 Australian dollars. So rest in peace. Is that actually where that's supposed to go? I have a feeling it's not. That looks more like it. Alright, very close. Two more pieces and then I can have some lunch. Yeah, I'm just not sure about the custom tailoring and the print quality of Zentai's own ones. The ones that I was looking at had like the 3D webbing and stuff. And like really well hidden zips. I feel like I'm missing a piece. It's probably because I am. That's it over there. It's 3 pieces. Yeah, everyone needs an Aunt May to give them a free spacesuit. That's the dream. The question is, how could Miles put on that after putting that much spray paint on like fabric? It would have all like been stiff and crispy and like the most uncomfortable thing to wear ever. Ugh. Chat is very lonely. I turned off my view count as well, so I have like, because I'm not in Twitch, I have no idea how many people are actually even watching the stream. But given chat being very quiet, I would say the number is probably low. $3 million viewers, got it. Do I actually still have the... Oh, I do. Look at that. Where are you? Oh. Guess I better move that up. There you go. Nailed it. Alright, cool. Let's go on the main camera once it catches up. There's my 3-tiered section. I just got to do that bottom fill. I like how very slowly my like mess pile has filled up the screen. Alright, well this is pretty much one of the last things that I want to do before I go and have some lunch. It's now 3 PM, it's way past lunch. I don't really have a favorite movie. I don't know, I really like the How to Train Your Dragon series. I like a lot of like fantasy and sci-fi stuff. Pretty much the only way I can say that I like movies. If it falls in that category, I'm probably gonna have a good time. Alright, so really what's left to do on this chest piece now is there's a piece that sits in here that just kind of finishes this edge off. There is a piece that goes around the outside of this top strap, and then there's a neck collar piece. There's actually a piece that fits in here that goes along to join to that neck collar piece. It just sort of finishes off the back. And that's basically it, apart from like the collar section of it, and then it's got like 2 extra strappy things that go across the top. So I'm going to stop now, and I'm probably not going to stream the last of this chest piece, just because there's like little bits and pieces, and it's only going to be like a 30-minute stream. So, and it's already like a weird time of the day for everyone else, and I've been going for nearly 4 hours. So I'm going to jump off now. Thank you very much for watching and sticking with me and having an interest, and thank you to everyone that subbed during the course of this stream and all the new followers that followed during this stream. This is what we achieved. Do we want me to try and throw it on? I kind of don't want to try and get in that. That's quite small. Yeah, no. I'm not going to try that just yet. It is the correct size. It probably just needs like a join in it to get it on. I might just very quickly grab my ODST chest plate. Alright, so hang on. Bear with me. Try and get you off the wall real quick. There we go. Sorry. No, I just hooked you around it. Alright. There's a two... It's upside down, sorry. Alright. So I'm going to call it quits there just because there's little stuff left to do and I'm starving. So thank you very much for hanging out, and I will hopefully see you next time I stream, which hopefully won't be too far away either. Okay, bye!